I've taken this Rolls Royce as far as I'm going to take it, and it's leaving, it's going away. Let's find out what we did to this thing to save it. Let's get started. This is my 2000 Rolls Royce Silver Seraph that I saved from Hoovie's garage. He took this to a detailer, and I'm not sure exactly what they did, but they zapped it and it wouldn't start. It wouldn't run anymore. And with all the other things this car needed, Hoovie was at his wit's end, and he actually contacted and said, "Wizard, I'm going to just salvage this thing. I'm so over this car, I'm done." And I was like, no, you can't send this to the junkyard. It's too nice. I then purchased it from him for in-store credit, and it is now alive and running and driving happy again. Is it brand new, ready for a showroom? No, it's not that. My goal was to stop this from going to the junkyard, and I have achieved that. Let's take a look around this Rolls Royce, and we're going to go over what did I have to fix. So here's the front of this Rolls Royce with its metal harp. Me and Hoovie always get to do that on the Rolls Royces. There is the Spirit of Ecstasy in all her glory. As we come down the side, you can see it does have some brand new Vogues on it. Tyler put those on, I did not put them on. But they look really nice. The paint is fair on this car. It's not perfect, but it's pretty nice. As we come around to the back, you can see those ovoid taillights, the signature of the Silver Seraph. Nice chrome. It's not beat up, it's not damaged, not rusty. Really in pretty good shape, but it is very, very filthy and dirty. So I'm getting this Rolls sold. It's going to be moving on very soon. This car is ready to hit the road now that I've got it running again. The only thing it needs yet is a bath. Since all this trouble started when Hoovie took it to a detailer, I think I'll skip that step and clean it myself. I'm going to do it right here using this Optimum No Rinse Rinseless Car Wash. That's right, I don't have to chance it at a car wash or lug around tangled hoses. I just need this bucket, 2 gallons of water, and 2 capfuls of this special cleaner. Pair it with Optimum's Big Red Sponge 2.0. It's designed to glide smoothly over the surface while safely lifting dirt away, helping reduce the risk of scratches. One last step, drying. This Pro Plush drying towel is extremely absorbent, allowing you to dry the entire vehicle quickly and evenly without streaks or extra effort. Wow, check it out. It saves time, uses less water, and delivers a clean, glossy finish, all while in the shop with no mess. Best of all, Optimum No Rinse and the Big Red Sponge are made right here in the USA. If you're looking for an easier, environmentally friendly, and effective way to maintain your car, this setup is definitely worth considering. This really did work. I'm going to be using this on my cars now. I'll include links below if you'd like to learn more. Now let me show you exactly what I had to do to get this thing running again. I will be cleaning the rest of the car with the Optico off camera because I'm sure you guys don't want to watch a whole video of car washing. I'll go ahead and get the bonnet open. This is an English car, it doesn't have a hood. It has a bonnet, so we're going ahead and open that. It is dirty in here as well. This is a BMW V12 out of a 7 Series BMW, even though it says Rolls-Royce Silver Seraph, which means parts are a lot easier to obtain, and it's basically just a BMW when you're doing engine work. Luckily, the engine wasn't hurt. It was fine. At the detailers, when Hoovie had it there, it sat for a long time, and then they went to move it in, it wouldn't start. They tried to jump it, they possibly hooked up the jump pack backwards. I'm not sure exactly the details again, but where Hoovie was about to throw in the towel and junk this thing, I got it into the shop and really started digging. I could get it to run, but only the driver's side of the engine would run. It would basically be an inline 6. The other side was dead. Now, just like a Ferrari or Lamborghini, they have one ECU for each side of the engine. There's a driver's side ECM and a passenger side ECM. They fried the passenger side ECM. They're actually underneath this cover here. I'd show you, but I have to get a whole bunch of tools out. But it's underneath this cover. They're stacked like this and this. There's 2 ECMs right here, left and right side of the engine. So what I did was, these ECMs you can swap either side, it doesn't care. I took the 2 ECMs and swapped them. Now the passenger side would start up, but not the driver's side. I knew from there I basically eliminated everything after the ECM. It's not sensors, it's not a starter, it's not an alternator, it's not a security system. And actually, I take that back, guys. It kind of was a security system because years ago, before Hoovie bought this car, somebody had the immobilizer, which is a common failure point on these, disabled by RPM Motorsports. I think they're in Canada. And it worked great until the detailers got a hold of it and short-circuited something. They did something. There's a little chip inside each ECM that RPM Motorsports puts in to disable the immobilizer. That is what was fried, not the ECM. I sent it back to them and they said, yes, we remember doing this. It was back in 2011 or some years ago. It doesn't seem that long ago, Mrs. Wizard.
No, it really doesn't, but I guess when this is a 2000 car, it's 26 years old.
Yeah, it is 26 years old. They said the other ECM's fine. We'll just go ahead and redo the immobilizer bypass on the bad ECM, even though the ECM wasn't bad. $800. Put it back in, it started right up, it runs great. I did do belts, pulleys, hoses, all kinds of new stuff on this engine so that it'll be reliable for years to come. It runs very well. No check engine lights even, not even a warning light. Everything is back operational again under the hood.
That's crazy, Wizard. A BMW product with no crazy Christmas tree of lights in the dash?
I actually talked to Car Ninja from German Motor Works in Wichita, and he said as far as BMWs go, this is about as bulletproof as you can get. It's these older V12s. He said they're just basically, they run forever. It does have 129,000 miles on it. It's a testament to it being a great motor. I'm sure it has many, many miles left. Let's let Mrs. Wizard show you guys around the Rolls-Royce interior. There's a few things in there I fixed as well.
There you have it, ladies and gents, 128,193 miles. And yes, there are no warning lights going on. Look at that gauge cluster. I love the wood surrounding everything. The inlay on this is beautiful, but everything's looking nice. They're easy to read. As you move up, we have a blue leather-wrapped dash, which does have some dust in here. You know, I'll make it easy for the Wizard to clean later. There you go, dear. You get to clean that. We have our lovely screen up there looking a little archaic, being that it is 26 years old. As we move over, we have our beautiful opera pull vents with more of that wood and lovely inlay. Just love the inlay. We also have a thermometer and our analog clock. So move down, we can see we have an Alpine stereo, we have lots of HVAC controls, and as we move down, this is a tiny little plastic pieces. These little guys are one of the items that the Wizard did fix, and they are located in these switches. Very delicate little switches here. You don't mash these are very fragile. But even yet with the new ones in, they're working beautifully. We have 2 seat controls, and we have more controls for those seats as well, which can be programmed for 4 different people on each side. So that's a lovely feature. As we get to the armrest, showing a little bit of wear there, but nothing too bad. I like that we've got this handle here for our phone, which is not plugged in because, well, the casing on the wiring is not there, but it's still there. And if we lift up, we can see we have a disc changer and, well, got some matches down there. As we get to the seats, they are ivory with some lovely navy piping in there. Love the Rolls-Royce embroidered into our headrest. And the door card has more leather and more wood with the inlay as well. Back seat can hold 3 people. Someone does get to sit on the hump, but it does look very nice. Again, ivory leather with blue piping. And we have a very, very beautiful leather-wrapped headliner. And as we get back to our steering wheel, you're starting to see some of the age right here on the edge, but other than that, it's in really, really good shape. The lacquer on our wood is in really good shape. We have simple controls on the sides as well, but we also have the beautiful Rolls-Royce symbol here in that center of our steering wheel. So this is in really beautiful shape. Loving the blue in here, but let's go ahead and get this on a lift to see what it looks like on the underneath.
So underneath on a BMW with basically 130,000 miles, we would expect to see tons of leaks. But I'm surprised, there really isn't any. Let's take a look. Here's where our radiator area is. No coolant or anything leaking out of that. And then here's our engine oil pan is in this area. Here's the drain. Nothing's leaking out of that. We do have slight seepage on the steering rack. I'm not going to mess with that right now because it doesn't drip or cause any issues. The oil pan and the transmission bell housing are all dry. Check out these wheels. One thing I did do is replace this bushing on the control arm. You can see the new metal there. That one was completely shot and allowing it to shake when you get on the highway. Now it's solved. And up here, where my finger's touching, I replaced all the spring isolators. They were crushed pink foam. They're all nice polyurethane spring isolators on all four corners now. It's a common failure point on Jaguars and a lot of older cars, 90s, 2000s from England, basically. They love to use those spring isolators. This one has new rotors and pads in the front, which was done, I think, by Car Ninja. Struts are not blown, nothing loose. Sway bar links are good. New brakes, struts not blown there, nothing loose there. I did service this big ZF transmission. It has new fluid, new filter in it. So it's good to go. And this big box that's back here, it's not a transfer case or something crazy. It's actually the electronic shifter. There's the rod going to the shift linkage up there. So why does it have that? The reason why is because if you're driving a Rolls Royce and you want to have the experience of, I guess, the rich lifestyle, you should not be hearing this when you put it into gear. Clunk, 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 clunk. That's no-no. You don't do that in a Rolls Royce. So it's electronic, so when you put it into gear, all you hear is it's very dainty and very small. This does all the clunking and shifting for you. And our exhaust is all intact. Again, no check engine light on or anything. This is a beefy drive shaft, Mrs. Wizard.
Yeah, what's a beefy car?
It is a very heavy car. For whom the bell tolls. There's a little cross-member brace there. No serious rust on the body or anything. We come back to our differential. Nothing's leaking there. Check out. It's had these brake lines replaced here, these hoses, I guess you should say, with stainless steel ones. It has a new shock right here that Johnny put on. CV boots are good. Again, you can see our black spring isolators are replaced back here. Brakes are 50% remaining back here. Nothing loose. I did put a good used control arm here because on the old one, the spring perch was rusted and broken. So it's got a nice new one, new isolators on that as well. Ride height linkage is all intact. Brakes are about 50% remaining. Nothing loose, nothing leaking over here. It has true duals, Mrs. Wizard.
Yeah, it goes all the way back.
Little trumpet-shaped exhaust tips here, very English. Here's where our battery goes, up in the trunk area. Here's our spare tire. Really, it's in pretty good shape under here. Let's get this thing on the ground. So why am I getting rid of it if I got everything up to snuff and it's running fine and doing fine? Guys, I have too many cars. I'm getting ready to move to New Mexico. I'm already starting to tow down cars. I've got half of my cars already down there. And this one is probably something I bought not so much to keep, but just to know I saved it. It's not going to the junkyard. It runs fine, it drives fine. I feel better about life knowing that a good running car just needed a few little things fixed and it's not being torn apart at some, as the English call it, the breakers. They don't call it the junkyard or the salvage yard, it's the breakers. So we didn't have to take it to the breakers and get it broken apart. So this car will live on. It will continue to move on down the road to somebody else's journey in life. It has many more miles left on it, and that's what really excites me. Another Rolls Royce saved. You guys remember I used to have one years ago. It was a 76 Silver Shadow, and I had tried the same thing with that car. The previous owner had gotten Alzheimer's and they tried to fix their own car. And for whatever reason, they got in with a knife and cut all the harnesses clear in half. I don't know what they were thinking. Again, they did have Alzheimer's, really bad. But it was so far gone, I just had to quit. And I did take that one to the salvage yard. This one, I won. It doesn't have to go to the salvage yard. And it was just 800 bucks. Not 8,000, not 18,000, just 800. There's a lot of things I can't even fix on this Trailblazer for 800 bucks. So it really was a win-win situation. Somebody else will get to enjoy this car. And this is not going to be a $40,000 Rolls Royce. Someone will be able to buy it a little cheaper and get some life out of it and enjoy a Rolls Royce. So again, my goal was not to restore this to make it showroom, pristine, perfect, every nut and bolt perfect. That was never my goal. It was just to give it some more life. And that has been done. So if you're curious what kind of tools we use to figure out what's wrong with this Rolls Royce or to work on any other car in the shop, check our Amazon affiliates link in the description below. A lot of the tools we use every day, tried and true, here in the shop are listed for sale there. And if you purchase anything, we get a small cut and really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button before you go, because we're not closing the channel, we're not closing the business, we're moving to New Mexico. There's going to be so many more videos for you guys. Oh, and before I go, I definitely better get my OptiCoat and finish washing this car before it goes away. Thanks for watching.